think I hear a circus. Check this out. Does it work? Does it work? Yes, Alabama does not disappoint. Alabama is the Union's 22nd state. Welcome everybody to another daily vlog. A vlog that happens sometimes in sweet home Alabama. Starting my morning, I actually spent the night here last night. I was gonna go ahead and continue on down the road, but since I don't have to be at my destination for quite a while, I figured I'd kind of just spend the night, wake up here in this beautiful Alabama sunshine, the sunshiny morning of Alabama, where the skies are blue. Anyway, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what there is to do or see around here. Sometimes I like to just explore the rest areas, see what there is to see. I already did find out one thing that's pretty amazing about Alabama rest areas. They have a lot of water fountains. This one doesn't work. Kind of sucks. I was assuming all of them worked. If one worked, shouldn't all of them? Do have a welcome center. Shirts too, huh?
We do.
How much are those? $10?
Yeah.
I might have to go back to my truck. Okay, I should have recorded that very interesting conversation I just had. It had something to do with that. Here at this rest area, at the Welcome Center, there's like she's dressed in forest type clothes. I guess it's a park ranger, because I guess this is sort of a park also. But it's a sweet little old park ranger lady that works inside there. I should have caught her on video, but we were actually talking about this monument right here. A monument of Alabama becoming the 22nd state in the Union, which is awesome, right? But she came up and whispered in my ear. She goes, "Isn't it a shame? Isn't it a shame? They're trying to get rid of all these statues. Everything from down in New Orleans up to here. And I just can't believe pretty soon we're not going to have any rats." I go, what? And I started to agree with her just to keep her going. And yeah, it's odd. Boy, why would they take that down? They're not going to take that down. I understand why they took the ones down in New Orleans. They're celebrating property rights. And we all know in Louisiana what property rights meant back in the day. And so, yeah, I mean, I could understand why people want that stuff gone. You can't erase it from history, but you don't have to celebrate it. But she was. So you come to this rest area secretly. She thought I was one of those people that secretly celebrated it. I don't. But here in the South, some people do. Tried to explain to her that Alabama, Mississippi, and a lot of the South, if you look at it, it was treason. They fired the first shot at Fort Sumter. The whole thing was treason. They were part of America. They were part of the Union. They were trying to secede. Fired their shot, a preemptive strike, causing hundreds of thousands of deaths of Americans. So when you're an American and you're killing Americans trying to secede, that's treason. So a lot of people support that treason. I mean, that's just how I think. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm right, I'm wrong, I don't know. But again, it's still a part of history. The Civil War is still a part of history. But even here, the Park and Rec people secretly still discuss it. I still swear I heard a circus right down there. As I get a hiccup, keep an eye out for a clown or a balloon. Yeah, I just thought that was odd. I should have been recording though. I've never had people just walk up and whisper in my ear stuff like that. I don't even think about that stuff. I don't think about that part of history. And I live in the South. Well, if you consider Florida the South, I mean, it's the furthest south you could go. But in Florida, it's not like it is here in Alabama. Alabama is totally different. But even though people like that exist, it's still a beautiful place. Would you look at that Alabama blue sky? Look at that, not a cloud. There is not one cloud in the sky. I think that means it's good luck. Well, the good news is I have put up 2 new videos. Well, one is a partially new video. It's clips from the ones that those Russian people decided to copyright infringe, or call me copyrighting their material, which I didn't. But I went ahead and took some of those clips and put them in another video, posted it, and it is still up. So that's pretty good. And then I also posted yesterday afternoon's video, and it's still up. So maybe the Russians are done messing with me. I don't know. Fingers crossed. A little bit of this Alabama sunny blue lucky sky has rubbed off on me. Oh well, after all that happened this morning, being approached, I think I was trying to be recruited into something. I don't know. The way they were whispering in my ear like this. Don't you think it's a shame what they're doing here, taking down all of our statues? Do I look like that type of person? Maybe I do. Maybe I look like somebody they would want to recruit. I'm not that person. That was an odd morning. Anyway, we're going to try and make it a little bit odder. I am in Talladega, Alabama real fast, and I figured I still have about 8 hours until I have to get loaded, which is just up the road. So I'm pulling into a Best Buy. They just put no tractor trailer signs in the parking lot, which kind of sucks. It's a huge, gigantic parking lot. Can you see that? Plenty of truck parking, but a lot of businesses are doing that now. So it's really hard as a truck driver to try, if you want to buy something, if you want to go grocery shopping, or you want to buy some electronics, or you want to just use the bathroom somewhere. It's really hard nowadays because a lot of places are putting signs like this in their parking lots. Truck drivers' money is not good enough. They don't want our money. But I'm going to force them. I might have to force them to take my money today. You just stay there, girl. You just stay there. While I force Best Buy to take my money. So this is my dilemma. This is the S8 Plus, and this is the regular S8, which is a little bit shorter, which would probably work in my Osmo a little bit better than this one. But this one is catching my eye more. Hard decision, but I think I'm going to upgrade. I think I'm going to pay off one of my phones, the one where the screen is separating and the battery has expanded so much. I think I'm going to go ahead, swap out that one, and do an upgrade. Plus that has 64 gigs without the memory card. So that's plenty of storage right there for shooting video. And I don't think I'll run out of video anymore hanging around the theme parks. Well, to do an upgrade, I guess I need my driver's license, so I have to walk back out to the truck. I don't really, when you're walking around electronic stores like that, you go in with the intention of getting one thing, and then all of a sudden you see other things that you might want to get, like the DJI Mavic the Mavic. I've been wanting the Mavic forever, and it's not bad priced, and I could get it, but I have a Phantom 3 right now, so I'm not sure if I should get the Mavic or get the S8 Plus. I'm thinking the S8 Plus, because I think I'll put that more to use, because I only fly my drone every once in a while if I'm in a good area to get some awesome aerial shots. And the drone that I have is pretty good. So I'm trying to justify this. Trying to justify it. But I am thinking if I get the mobile device, at least I'll have a good camera. Not that my camera's bad now, but I'm limited on storage. And storage is a hot commodity. I found that out at Disney the other day when I go to edit the video and I didn't have enough storage to put the edited video on with the footage that I shot throughout the day. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the phone. Okay, this is not good. Got everything all written up, everything ready to go. And then they go, well, because you're from out of state, you have to answer some quick questions on this little computer screen. So, okay, no problem. The computer screen asked me questions from 30 years ago. Like, have you ever lived on any of these streets? And then it gave me a list of streets. I have no idea. I don't know what streets I've lived on. Then it asked what counties I have lived in throughout my entire life. Recognized two of them, Chatham County in Savannah, Georgia, and Liberty County, not far from Savannah, Georgia. Those are the only two that I recognized. And then it asked me a bunch of other questions I had no idea that were probably from when I was a child. So I could not get my phone. They said I had to go to a corporate store, which, okay, I'll do that. So after that all did not work out, put my ID and credit card away. I said, okay, well, no problem. Just give me that DJI Mavic over there. I was going to buy the Mavic. So she went over there to get it, and she goes, well, I'm pretty sure we don't have these in stock, so I'll order it for you and just have it here at the store for you when you come back by. I don't come back by here very often. I'm not going to order. You guys have them on display. Sell me. I don't know. So I couldn't get my drone, nor could I upgrade my phone. It's turning into not a good day. I just realized I'm complaining that I could not upgrade my phone because of my terrible memory, and that they did not have the drone I wanted in stock. I was complaining about that's like a first world problem, right? First world problem. Something I should definitely not be complaining about. At least I know I have those options available to me here in America. I have the option to be able to purchase things like that and can afford to buy things like that. I shouldn't be complaining. All I should be doing is enjoying this beautiful Alabama blue sky just a little bit more. Uh-oh. There's clouds off in the distance. The first signs of haze. It looks like something's going on over here at Talladega Motor Speedway pretty soon. RVs are starting to fill up the fields. Times for all over there. Fun times for all. Well, guess what? I am about 1 mile from the place I'm picking up, and look what's here. The telecommunication, whatever. There's a Sprint store right there. Right there. And guess what? They have my Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus sitting on the counter, ready for me to pick it up. Sorry, Best Buy, you lost my business today. But I am still purchasing the phone, just not from you guys, from an actual brick and mortar Sprint store. Gotta check both ways before crossing the parking lot. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I now have another device to add to my collection. It is really, really nice. I didn't really play with it yet, but I did see it. Well, I did touch it at Best Buy. Pretty outstanding display, 64 gigs, which should be plenty of storage for video. And I gotta keep my, what phone did I put that under? My Samsung Galaxy Note 4 Edge. So I still gotta keep it also. So, just a growing collection. It really didn't cost anything. I think I spent $34. Not bad. My phone bill, everything stays the same, and I just paid $34 activation fee. That's the way I like it. And here it is. The Samsung Galaxy, wait a second, that's the Note 5. This isn't my new phone. That's not it. But this right here is, look at that. Look at the black. It's the blackness. This plate, it really nice boxing. I'm not going to do an unboxing video. I've done a lot of research on this phone, on this particular phone here, because I was wondering what the difference is between the S8, the S8 Plus, and the one I'm talking to you guys on, which is the Note, or not the Note, but the S7 Edge. So I did hold this at Best Buy, and it felt very similar to the S7 Edge. So I don't know how much better this phone's going to be than that phone that I'm talking to you guys on, because this phone here, the S7 Edge, is turning out to be one of my favorite phones of this year. It's right up there with my Nexus devices. So I'm really curious about this. I'm going to go ahead and do the setup process. Go fast. Let's open up the box. Dun, 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 dun. No, the paper's still on it. Still needs to be peeled. They only had one color available, and it's the same exact color as my phone that I'm talking to you guys on, the S7 Edge. It is like a metallic, grayish. Still has that plastic on. I have to peel it. I look forward to the peeling of it. But yeah, so it's the same exact color basically as this one here. I'm going to go ahead and do the setup process, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm sure you guys already know there's plenty of YouTube videos out there about it, so I really don't want to delve too much into it. I just want to start using it, and I don't want to do the unboxing stuff, but I do want to give you an impressions of what it's like to use the S8 Plus. I was going to get the regular S8 because it would fit in my gimbal, I think, a little bit easier, but I did put it next to the iPhone, and it's the same length as the iPhone 7 Plus. So and the iPhone 7 Plus actually fits in the Osmo just fine. So I went ahead and opted and got the 8 Plus. I had to think for a second, what number is this? Because I have the 4, which is what I swapped that out for, but I still kept it. So I got the Galaxy 4 Edge, I got the Note 5. I don't have a Note 6. Did they even have a Note 6? Yeah, they had a Note 6. I didn't get one, but I did get the Note 7 Edge, and now the 8 Edge Plus, or whatever they're calling this thing. So I'm going to have some fun and do the setup. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye, chickens. Bye-bye. Well, I got a bonus stop on this coming trip. I was actually setting up the phone and going through the process of the retina scanning and all that cool Star Wars high-tech stuff. I got a message that I have 2 stops on this, not just St. Paul, Minnesota, also Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which I have to go to first. So next stop, Milwaukee.
Continue on I-65 north for 98 miles.
Just as I start talking, why would you speak, Google? Why would you speak? What's weird is you see like the Ronald Reagan Expressway or George W. Bush Turnpike or something like that. You always see stuff like that. Here in Alabama, this road is called the War on Terror Interstate. At least that's what the sign said as I passed by. Would you look at that? There's that rocket. That's that rocket rest area. It's a rockin' rest area. Can't stop at today because it's on the other side of the doggone War on Terror freeway. This really blows. You buy something cool, you want to play with it, set it up like a phone or a video game, whatever you buy, and then this happens. Just making me wait. It's just making me wait. Thank you, Nashville. Thank you. Well, I finally made it through the... I just had a Subway sandwich. So I'm gotta clear my throat. Hold on a second. Okay, I finally made it through the Nashville traffic and across the Kentucky line at the rest area here in Kentucky. Now I get to play with my toys. Today kind of started out weird, right? At the beginning of this video, when you see me waking up and going to the rest area, and then what happened that morning, and then heading over to Best Buy and everything falling apart. I was kind of in a slump. And I don't know why. Why was I in a slump? There was no reason for it. No reason at all. Because everything always works out. You just always have to stay positive. If you want to spend money, the world will let you spend your money. I figured that out. And, well, I didn't have to spend money on this, actually. It was, I think I got the receipt here. See? Today I saved $850. So that must be what this thing cost. $850. And I got it for a zilch. There's no private information on there, is there? You guys can see. Probably is. That's okay. It's not like I haven't been hacked before from some Russian hacker. I don't know. Anyway, so this is it. This is the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Pretty nice. I haven't really touched it yet. If you can see, the tape is still on. I wanted to wait until I could park and peel the tape off so you guys can get that satisfaction just like me. I love peeling this stuff off. But before I get my fingerprints on here and do everything, there's one thing I'm a little bit worried about. I haven't done it yet. Everything is still in the box, actually, too. So I'm going to take that out later. But have you ever noticed that, like say, most of my devices are 32 gigabyte devices, but then the operating systems will use up like 11 gigs of that, and so you're left with like 14 gigs out of a 32 gig system. Well, this is 64 gigs with the newest TouchWiz on here, right? So out of 64 gigs, I haven't installed anything. I haven't done anything. It's brand new. I just charged it. I still have the paper on. So how many gigs do you think are available on here right now? It's a 64 gig phone. Just powered up. Let's see if we can do this here. Okay, so you got to do this. Look into it because it can scan your eye. Okay, so let's see. I think you drag down. Hit that. Battery, storage, memory. It must be there, right? Okay, I'm not going to tell you guys. Make your guess. How many gigs do I have available to me to shoot video, to download, do whatever, fresh out of the box on a 64 gig system? This is what I hate about Samsung devices. The damn operating system takes up so much memory. Don't know if you, oh, can you see that, or will it dim? If I can get it to focus. I'm using my front-facing camera on my S7 Edge. Focus, you focus. Let's see if I touch here. It don't matter. I'm going to tell you. So right out of the box, damn screen went black. Out of the box, on a 64 gig system, I have 49.2 gigabytes. So that's 50, 14, 15. So it uses 15. Boy, that is bright. Let's dim this a little bit. Can you see it now? Yeah, now you can see it. That's the proper color temperature for video. So it uses, what I say, 14 gigs. 14 gigs out of the box are used. That's quite a bit. Done. 49.2. That, like I said, that's what I hate about OEMs putting their own twist on Android. That's why I prefer pure Android, like my Nexus devices, my Nexus 4, my Nexus 5, my Nexus 6, and all those devices, because it's just pure and there's not that much memory used out of the box. So, I don't know. HTC was like that. I love my HTC phones. The HTC One series are some of my favorite phones. And they're just lightly skinned, so they don't even use that. I think they use 7 gigs, maybe less. 14 gigs for an operating system is a little bit too much. And now there's probably, I'm assuming, let's take a quick look here again. Okay, so let's see what apps we have that we can't uninstall. Facebook. I don't use Facebook. I don't want it on this phone. You can't uninstall it. I don't use Milk. I use all Google services. It's an Android phone. I don't want another music service. I don't need Samsung's music service. I don't need Samsung Gallery because I use Google Photos. There's a lot of duplicate things that Samsung does. Like, check this out. Okay. There's my Google Assistant.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant.
That's my Google Assistant. But
I can help.
I don't need you right now. But there's a side button here. Samsung has even created its own assistant to compete with Google Assistant that's built into the phone too. So I disconnected. Oh, wrong button. I disconnected it. It's called Bisbee or some shit. Or some stuff. I'm sorry, I cussed. So it's Bisbee. And it's a personal assistant too. I don't want it. I don't want it on my phone. I don't believe I can uninstall it, but I can turn it off. But that's about all I can do. But it's still using the memory. I can't uninstall it and free up that memory. So there's a lot of duplicate things that Samsung throws in there that aren't as good as what I'm used to using. What I wish manufacturers would do, send it like Google does with the Pixels and the Nexus devices. Your phone's clean when you buy it. Then you can go into the Play Store and download what you want. That would be a novel idea. Anyway, before I sign off, let's go ahead and do the unpeeling here. So here we go. Ready? Ooh, ooh, I love that. That's a clean screen. Look at that. That's just from touching it. That's how dirty my fingers are. Well, I did eat Subway sandwich just now. So now it's time for the back. Ooh, that one's really sticky. Why is there a sticker on the glass?
So, how can I help?
You can't, Google. Anyway, so now I have to figure a way without smudging up this awesome. Look at that. Well, you probably can't tell because it's front-facing camera and not in 4K. But that is awesome looking, the way it shimmers and gleams. I love the infinity display on this thing so far, though I haven't really played with it. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and peel this off in today's vlog and put this phone to use. I think I'm going to start using this as my camera in my gimbal, and my S7 Edge I think I'm just going to use strictly for VR. I'm going to free up all the memory on this device and use it for VR and entertainment, and have, you know, Netflix and stuff shoot to the TV. And this one here will become my main camera, just because I have 49.2 gigs on it. They should really, what they should do is make it like higher gigs, and then whatever the OEMs, the software that they put on you know, that they overlay on Android. That way, when there should be a buffer zone, so when you purchase the phone, you actually have 64 gigs, because it's kind of like misleading, right? You're expecting 64 gigs out of the box, but you're not getting that. So they should add a couple more gigs for their software, and then, or just the apps they put on there, make it so you can uninstall them. I don't know. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace and love. Peace and love.